everyone. I wanted to take a few minutes this morning and give y'all an update about what's been going on because I've sort of fallen off of the internet for a while. Um, those of you who know me well, you know that I have been trying to figure out what medically is wrong with me since high school. In 2018, I was diagnosed as having chronic hives and swelling. That is a condition in which you've gone into anaphylactic reactions so often that your body's response to stress is swelling. So any sort of physical, emotional stress causes a physiological swelling reaction in my body. Basically, my body has swollen up so many times that it's its default reaction to stressors. Physical, environmental, emotional, all of those things. So I was put under self-quarantine because of my airborne peanut allergy at the end of 2019. And I have been under self-isolation since then. The biggest thing we realized is we found out in 2022 I was tested and diagnosed with a genetic disorder called OPA1. It is a mitochondrial DNA disorder. So it affects all of my cells at the base level. It is a metabolic genetic disorder. It affects all of the cells and nerves, especially in my body. Most people with this disorder only ever go blind. I, on the other hand, won the lottery, and I am experiencing the other side effects. Basically, it causes all of the cells in my body to age 3 times as fast as they're supposed to. They don't communicate well, they don't replenish well, and they don't replace themselves properly. So it causes things I've been struggling with for years: gastroparesis, which is where the muscles in my stomach don't contract properly, so I don't empty my stomach, so there's a big rock of food and nonsense sitting in my stomach. I have to be very careful what to eat. It causes ocular atrophy, which I have gone through twice now, and I am now more blind than I have ever been, and I'm so blind they basically can't test me anymore. I can't even see myself on the screen here. So that's fun. It causes a Parkinson's-like shake that comes and goes, which I have. It causes severe extended muscle cramps. I get some really weird symptoms too because my nerves misfire a lot. Sometimes it feels like somebody spilled something cold on me and there's nothing there. In my head, I'm always sitting still, like now, but I have these tics and twitches that I can't control. That is my diagnosis. It is such a new diagnosis, there's really not anything they can do. Its name is still its address on the mitochondrial DNA strand, OPA type 1. So it's so new it doesn't even have a name yet, like a person's name. And it's so rare that they really don't have anything to do but to treat the symptoms. My prognosis, therefore, is not good. And one of the reasons why I've stayed silent so long is I have to be able to talk about it without breaking down. But I will be very fortunate if I see my children graduate from high school. The main cause of death with this disorder is you go to sleep, your brain sends the signal to breathe, your body doesn't respond, and you die. For most people that only ever go blind, it doesn't affect their longevity. The people that are symptomatic, most of them, if they start around puberty like I do, the most life expectant, like I did, excuse me, the most life expectancy you can expect is about 50 to 60. I'm 35. The ones that are worse than me, and they start when they're they start earlier in their life, um, they're gone by 30. So I'm better than some. Um, this condition will get worse. I've lost most of my mobility. I'm losing coordination and motor function because the nerves are not responding properly. Um, so I am not in good shape, but I am still kicking. My family takes great care of me. My husband is wonderful and supportive. My babies are growing and fabulous. But prayers would be appreciated. And I wanted to just take a minute this morning and just sort of lay it all out and let everybody know. If you want to know how we found this, I would be happy to do another video, so just let me know. And then I can go into depth of how we figured out my tests came back wrong, like how we figured out what to test for. I'd be happy to do that. Anyway, I love you guys. I hope that somebody spent some time and watched this. I hope that it makes sense. And I hope that it leads to me feeling like I can get back on social media and do things. I just was not ready to tell everybody I'm dying, but that's okay. I've had some other health complications come up as some of my systems have started to struggle and shut down because the cells don't replenish properly and work properly, and I'd be willing to go into some of that if somebody wants, but I don't like to complain, so we're just gonna leave it here and say that I am doing my best to keep on kicking. I love you guys, and I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day.